1, 2, Sign crushes Motorist with their hit song, Cold. I woke up this morning and I thought to myself, Stuart, why don't you just go for a ride today? Why don't you just get up and just go for a ride on the struggle bus? And so I got on that bus and I've been on it ever since. Next stop, tonight when I get to go to sleep. This song is sort of in standard tuning. It's in standard tuning, but in the actual album version of the song, it's a little bit sharp. So if you play along with it, it's not going to sound quite right. Would you please play for me the 7th fret on the top string with your pointer finger? Play the 9th fret on the 2nd string from the top with your ring finger. Play the 9th fret on the 3rd string from the top with your pinky. Play the 8th fret on the 3rd string from the bottom with your middle finger. Now, here's what I need to tell you. This is kind of a bar chord, kind of not a bar chord. What I recommend you do is you take your pointer finger, make sure you're smashing down on the top string on the 7th fret, and then go ahead and take the rest of your finger and just try to mash down on the rest of the strings. But if it doesn't quite happen, it's no big deal, because we're not actually going to be playing the bottom 2 strings. For this entire song, we're going to be focusing on the top 4 strings. So you're going to strum down like this. If you're smashing down on the bottom 2, that's like a safety net. So if you accidentally hit the bottom strings, it's going to sound good. But if you are unable or unwilling to push down on the bottom 2 strings, it doesn't matter, because we're going to try to hit just the top 4 strings when we strum. I think I've made myself clear. People of the world, friends and relatives, would you please, on this chord, this is a B major chord, you're going to strum all downstrokes, slow, fast, fast, fast. Boom, bing, bong, tick, tick, tack. 1, 2, play it with me. Here we go. Boom, tick, 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 tack. One more time. Gotta get it. Gotta do it, guys. Slow, fast, fast. There are 3 sections to this song. There's chords, there's lead guitar number 1, and there's lead guitar number 2 / the bendy lead part. Right now we are learning the chords. Only 3 chords total. Guys, that's the B major chord. You play that strumming pattern. Ding, bing, bong, tick, tick, tack. Then we switch to the chord that is known as a D sharp minor over A sharp. Take your pointer finger, mash down on the 6th fret of the top string, but also mash down on the 6th fret of the 2nd string from the top. And if you can stomach it, go ahead and mash down on the 6th fret of all 6 strings. Did you notice how weird it sounded when I said stomach it? I said like stomach it. That struggle bus is just cruising along the highway. I couldn't even get off if I wanted to, but you're welcome to join me here on the struggle bus. It's like Speed. You can let people on. Actually, I don't remember the movie Speed. Dennis Hopper was in it. Is Dennis Hopper alive? He was in 24. Stuart, soundtrack. Look at this. It's gonna happen. Oh, it happened quicker than I thought. You make me so mad because I'm trying to give you a lesson and you just keep talking about like 90s movies. Guys, yes, I've seen Shawshank Redemption. I've seen it like 30 times. It's great. So your pointer finger is mashed on the 6th fret of some amount of strings. Then take your middle finger, put it on the 7th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom. Then take your ring finger and pinky and put them on the 8th fret of the middle 2 strings. This is the world famous D sharp minor over A sharp chord. You're going to do the exact same strumming pattern. Bing, bing, bang, tick, tick, tack. And then we switch to an E major 7 chord. Top string is open. Put your pointer finger on the 7th fret of the 2nd string from the top. Put your ring finger, that's the one with a ring on it, on the 9th fret of the 3rd string from the top. Put your middle finger, that's the one with the middle on it. Quack, quack, quack. Flack. Guys, put your middle finger on the 8th fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. Then, optional, put your pinky on the 9th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom. E major 7 chord. You're going to play the same strumming pattern, but you're going to do it twice in a row. So it's bing, bing, bang, tick, tick, tock, bing, bang, bong, tick, ticky, tack. That's the chord progression that goes throughout the entire song. Let's play that whole chord progression dos times in a row. That's Spanish for 2. Surprised you didn't know that, just so we can get some practice in. Nice and slow. 1, 2, sparkle horse, here we go! Switch! Switch! Again. Start it over. Switch. Switch. Again. I have 2 tips for you when it comes to these chords. Tip number 1, when you're switching from the last chord back to the first chord, your ring finger doesn't move. Look, last chord. Oh shoot, darn it, I moved it. I meant your middle finger doesn't move. Last chord, first chord. Middle finger does not move. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but I'm telling you, makes such a big difference. If you are playing it and you find yourself lifting that middle finger, don't do it. Take the time to learn how to train your finger muscles. I learned just a couple months ago from a dedicated listener, viewer, commenter, that fingers have no muscles. That's only kind of true because you have muscles that go up like part way. Something about phalanges or something. But I'm getting off track again. But the point I'm trying to make is that I think Hudsucker Proxy is kind of boring, even though Shawshank Redemption is great. Totally different directors, different writers. They just both have... My cheeks are looking so fat. Helpful tip number 2. When you're switching chords, you can use the last strum of each chord to start switching to the next chord. Here's what I mean by this. So for each chord, we're going blang, bling, blong, bling, blang, blong. We have 6 strums for each chord. You can use that 6th and final strum. While you're strumming it, go ahead and lift up your fingers and start switching to the next chord. So it means you're gonna hit like muted strings or open strings for that last strum, and that's totally fine. It sounds a little bit like this. Look, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Did you see that? For that last strum, I just started switching, played the open strings, sounded fine. Let's go ahead and play the chord progression all the way through one more time, trying to utilize both of those tips. 1, 2, There, we've learned the chords. All right. Now, let's move into lead guitar part number 1. I'm going to show you these 2 lead guitar parts, and then I'll show you like what I recommend you do for playing all the parts in order. Lead guitar part number 1 goes like this. Play for me the 9th fret on the 3rd string from the top with your pointer finger. You're going to play 9, 9. Then with your pointer finger still, go up to 11 on the same string. Then with your ring finger, reach up to 13 on the same string. So we're going 9, 9, 11, 13. 9, 9, 11, 13. Play it with me. Okay, one more time. Okay, one more time. Okay, one more time. You do that one time. You go 9, 9, 11, 13, then you wait. Then you're going to do basically the same thing on the same string. You're going to go 8, 8, 11, 13. Again, and 8, 11, 13. Great job. So you do the 9, 11, 13 once, you do 8, 11, 13 once. Then you play 11 on the second string from the top with your pointer finger. Then on the third string from the top, you play 13, 11, 13. So it's boom, bang, boom, bang. Then you do it again. So here's what we have so far for lead part number 1. We have 9, 9, 11, 13, and 8, 8, 11, 13, and 11, 13, 11, 13. Great. Then, it seems like you just started over, but it's not exactly the same the second time through. You do 9, 9, 11, 13 again. And then you go like this. 8, 8, slide all the way up to 16. So it's 8, 8, 16, like that. Here's my tip when you have to slide a big distance, like if you're going from 8 all the way up to 16, don't try to watch your finger as you slide. Just stare at the fret you want to end up on. So in this case, you're going to stare at 16 and bring your finger right up to that fret. If you try to watch your finger, it just doesn't work. As soon as you get to 16, you're just going to immediately switch to 13 on the same string. So it's 8, 8, slide 13. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3, just that part, and 8, 8, slide 13. Then we just do this thing again, our 11 second string from the top, and then 13, 11, 13 on the third string from the top. We do that twice. Guys, that's lead part number 1. Let's play the whole thing all the way through. Do you remember it? I knew you would. 1, 2, 3, start with 9, 9, 9, 11, 13, down to 8, 8, 8, 11, 13. Sorry about that. Boom, bang, boom, bang. 11, 13, 11, 13. Then the second half. 9, 9, 11, 13. Oh, 8, 8, slide 13, and 11, 13, 11, 13, again. That's lead part number 1. Guys, here's what I recommend you do for this song, because the reason, well, it's what works the best. Play lead part number 1 2 times in a row right at the beginning. That's how you're going to kick everything off. We're going to play lead part number 2, which we're going to learn right now, and you play that twice in a row. Then we're going to play the chords twice in a row. Then you play lead part number 1 2 more times, and that's the end of the song. So we've just got lead part 1, lead part 2, chords, lead part 1, done. Let's learn lead part number 2. Goes a little something like this. Doesn't seem too bad, right? Would you please play 8 for me on the third string from the bottom with your pointer finger? Then with your ring finger, go to 11 on the third string from the bottom. But here's my tip for you. While you have your ring finger on the 11th fret, go ahead and put your middle finger on the 10th fret of the same string, and put your pointer finger on the 9th fret of the same string. So you have these 3 fingers all on the same string. The ring finger's the only one that really matters, but these other 2 fingers are going to help you push and stabilize that string when you bend it. So you want to, I have my thumb wrapped up around the top of the neck of the guitar. I play the third string from the bottom, and all three of these fingers just extend up like that and push the string up to bend it. You bend it up, then you play the note again, and then immediately bend it back. So it goes like this. 8, that's the 9th fret. You go 8, 11, then play 11 again, bend it, then play it again and bend it back. So it's bum, 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 bow. Play it with me. Here we go. 8, 11, bend it back. One more time, but twice in a row. And bum, 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 bow, bow, bum, bend it back. I bent too far that time. I hope you can find it in your heart and soul to forgive me. Guys, you do that twice. You go 8, 11, bend it back. 8, 11, bend it back. Then you do the exact same thing, but replace that 8th fret on the 3rd string from the bottom with the 6th fret on the 3rd string from the top. So you play 6th, 3rd string from the top, and then go all the way back up to 11 using 3 fingers. Do the same bend it back. Bow, bum, bam, bow. And you do that twice in a row. We start it over. We go 8, 11, bend it back. But then it goes like this. Play 11 on the 3rd string from the bottom again, but immediately slide up to 13. Then go right back to 11 and do the bend it back. So the second time through, we have 8, 11, bend it back, slide, 11, bend it back. Then you just go 6, 11, bend it back, 6, 11, bend it back. That's lead part number 2. Guys, we've learned the whole song. Let's do this. We really should probably play through the whole song, but I really don't want to. I still have like a full day's journey on this struggle bus in front of me, so I need to conserve my energy and just hunker down, maybe get some homework done or something. So instead of playing the whole song all the way through, let's do this. Let's play lead part number 1 one time. Then let's play lead part number 2 one time. Then let's play rhythm chords part one time. And then let's play lead part number 1 one more time. And then we're gonna end the whole thing with one strum of B chord, the first chord of the song. Here we go. Lead part number 1. 1, 2, 9th fret. Here we go. 8th fret. Here we go. Back to 9, 11, 13. Then the slidey part. 8, slide 13, back to 11, 13, 11, 13. Get ready for the lead part 2. Here we go, and 6th fret. 8th fret. Then 13. Boom, 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 boom. Get ready, shoot, darn it, for the chords. Boom. Back to 9. 8th fret. I thought I was going to bring up 90s movies again. I just mentioned it like twice and it was fun, and then I just stopped bringing it up, and now the video's over.